You say a capo, I say a capo, a capo, a capo, a capo, a capo. Let's call the whole thing off. Hello, it's John from Oswin Music. Some people call this a capo, some people call it a capo. We're on music 32A. I've just gone a little bit of an adjunct to the other lesson. I'm squeezing this in between what I'm going to call the ACE system, spelled acronym A, C and E, which is going to follow soon, which is the A shape and C shape and E shape moved around. But I was thinking about using the capo, just showing you that, because it's very similar to what we're doing. We're getting a capo effect when we're doing E shapes movable. Remember, this is an E shaped bar chord. I'm ghosting the finger here, but the nut, we've got luxury of the nut doing it for us, but then we go into this sort of fingering system and the A shape and this new, okay, this new really, you know, it's not the easiest grip to grip, the C shape, okay, but it's like a capo effect or a capo effect. So what do I mean by that? If we play a G, I'm just going to quickly give you some reasons what a capo is for, or a capo. Oh, I don't know what you want to call it. Call it whatever you like. Okay. It's basically, say if I was in the key of G and I wanted to move it to the key of A. Okay. And I'm using these chords G, C, and D. Okay. If I wanted to move this to the key of A. Okay. Remember, this is the G. This is the G note that I'm using. This is the root note. The lowest note on the chord was the root note. That's the G on the 6th string. When I'm playing the C, it's on the 5th. That's the C. A sharp, B, C. Okay. Remember, G is E, E, F sharp, G. Sorry. D. Okay, is there. Also, if you wanted to know, the D root is also this 3rd finger here in the middle. Yeah, I'm the crazy guy with the fingers printed on, but you're glad of it when you're looking at these things close up. That's a D there. So it's a G, C and D. Say this is in the key of G. Remember, the first chord of a song tells you the key. Sorry to point. Rude to point. It's G, C and D. But if somebody said to you, I want that in the key of A, what you would do is, if you imagine if this G shape is movable, because it is, every chord is movable like a capo. Okay, I'm doing this now, barring this back here, which I didn't need to because of the luxury of the note. But if I was to move that up now, 1, there's my bar, that's a G sharp chord. The root is on the 4th fret. Check it out, that's an A. Okay, the root is on the 5th fret, so that's an A. Can you see that? Now you see where my finger is? If I put the capo there, like that, and play that, you can understand now that is the key of A. Now listen to this carefully. A. Alright, go in your head, and I'll play the A chord here. See? Very, very similar. Okay, they both worked. So when you're playing a C, excuse me, when you're playing a C, and you're moving it here now, in this shape, this is taken from this root here. Which is, if you know the notes on this 5th string, I really hope you do, C, C sharp, D, it's a D chord. Listen. So just check this out, listen, keep that in your head. Okay? And if you go back to this D, here now, if I move that up, okay, I'm moving the things, that is the D, root is where my 3rd finger was. Chromatic scale, we know D, what's after D? D sharp, that's E. Okay, capo it, play it, E. And so I'm going to take the capo off once more and listen to that E, and I'll play an open E. Da 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 da. See? So when you're doing that, it's a G, C and a D shape, but it's actually an A chord, a D chord, and this chord is E, back here. So that is how you change the key. Key of A. A, D and E. Look, if I went A, this is A, D and E. Yes, I'm playing G, C and D shapes, but it's an A chord. A D chord now, the root is there. An E. A, D, E. A, D, E. Whoa. Pause and rewind, okay, and have a look at that if you need to. That's one of the reasons why we use a capo. Another reason, so it's going to help there. Again, if you were playing higher up, say if you wanted a B chord in a G shape, so the root is here, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. There's my G shape, B, Gab, G, A, B. Remember, dot marks. I'm going to bar that now with my capo. It's a B chord. Whoops, excuse me. B. Okay, what if I wanted a C? Just one up from there, B to C. Move the capo up. That's the C chord. The root is here, C. So, this is C. This is a C shape now, this is F. Dot mark is on, the root note is on the 5th string. This is C, this is a D, this is an E, this is an F. G. The C, F and G. Another use of a capo is say if you're playing with another guitarist and they're playing, say, in this scenario, say, just for it happens to be C, F and G. It sounds pretty nice if you're playing that and somebody was playing C, F and G here, and the two would get a really nice blend. So if you're playing C, F and G there, or whatever, and then you wanted to get a higher version of it, almost like a mandolin quality. Just get a really big depth if you blended it together. If you could overdub with yourself or playing with the guitarist, you can understand that. So that's another thing. So when you're hearing things like songs like also, just for an effect, for brightness. We heard that one, we know all about that one, George's one. But he played it on the 9th fret. So he did a D chord here. This is an A chord moved up. I'm on the 10th fret. If I take the root from there, 10th fret. A. Because I remember the dot marks. If you learnt the notes on the 2nd string, it's D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. That's an A. Listen to this. High version, low version. So if I play a little bit of a Beatles song. Because I think George was mainly, he wanted that brighter sound, because like you say, you could play it down here, but you want it a brighter sound. So 3 ideas. Basically, if you want it to, a nicer, brighter sound to the guitar, you can use the capo. To change the key, well, just to describe that, and if you're playing 2 guitar parts and you want a higher version of it sounding. So there's 3 examples of using the capo. Okay, it's not a cheat. But personally, I don't think it's a cheat. People say it's a cheat because you don't have to use bar chords, but crikey, it's. Hopefully that's kind of resolved some of the issues and taken some of the mystery about using a capo. You may have to pause and rewind and watch this a couple of times through to get the gist of what I'm saying, but hopefully it does. Hopefully it works for you. So guys, see you soon. Peace.